Try 500. And yeah. So copy the beginning of my file. Because I start the game properly and with task precision. As it is, though, we only need it if we get past the first level. Okay, so there's still a little delay. So 500 frames is still too many. Oh, darn it. I'm actually going to turn this light to its less bright mode. Ah, relief. That thing was surprisingly bright. So, this game is really fascinating because whatever direction you fire in, it will play a tone that matches up with the background music. So that's fine so far. So there's a couple of things to remember, guys. At the beginning of the stream, I showed that this effect occurs even when I'm not using the cartridge. So I'm not using the cartridge converter when I use Knight Rider, and I showed at the beginning of my stream that if I use this cartridge, it still has those same flashing patterns. Some of these instruments are way more shrill than others. So far, so good. These sections are always really annoying. Yeah, I wish I had something better. Rubbing alcohol, you say? Not like I have that within arm's reach. It even says computer all over it, but it's only 70% instead of 99%, so it's got some water content in it, which isn't great. Alright, well, so far so good. That was supposed to sound like the going down into the Mario. I did the best I could. Some of these notes sound kind of sour. Not gonna lie, I think this is emulated wrong. Not gonna lie. Well, so far so good. I'm always going to turn these down because they sound terrible. Hey, Inferito. No, this TAS is not wrong. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. The shrill sound, I don't have any control over the sound it makes, but it doesn't sound that bad. Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. This is the least favorite of the levels of mine. It just doesn't sound very good. You start out with percussive instruments. Okay, good. We haven't missed any enemies yet. Also, there was a hidden note block there. This is going well, guys. I hope it keeps going. There's all kinds of weird effects in this game. You can tell this is a TAS, though. Like, you would never have that kind of... Clean up those pens? Yes, I'm going to clean up the whole thing. What are you talking about? I've got the alcohol right here. I just might sleep before I do it. This one's a weird one. Sounds decent, though. So things are about to get really crazy. Just at the very end of this, it gets kind of nutty. I chose to do a scale there. What did you do? I'm super happy to see this syncing. I haven't been able to show this in ages. Man, it took so much work to get here. Getting all the pens connected and soldering. I mean, we're probably doing 2 days of working on this. We're several hours in. Okay, this is the slowest of all the levels. It's also one of the louder ones. Hang on. The volume is not consistent. So each song has different beats per minute. This one's the slowest BPM. I actually wrote down the BPMs in the run info. Oh god, that instrument sounds terrible. Well, yes, it will teach me to... It's just mean, though. So this glass factory is kind of weird, or glass whatever it is, bubble level. Just like a real accordion. Doop, 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 doop. I knew it was going to be a last minute one. Okay, is this my favorite? Music plant? I think so. Okay, listen very carefully to this level. I'm going to just shut up. yeah, this sounds terrible. Ugh. Well, coming up in just a little bit is my best segment ever. Except it sounds terrible. Right up here, I start matching the background music really well. Yeah, no, this sounds really bad. I think this FPGA is doing a really... Oh, boo. Okay, this is my least favorite level now. Ha. Ugh. Okay. There's something that the Everdrive is doing very wrong. When I made it, it was one of my favorite levels. Because I was able to line up the music with the background especially well. But that just sounded terrible. There's something wrong with how those instruments sounded. Cool. Alright, the Mass32, thank you very much for your help. Okay, this is actually the level I was thinking of. There is a segment coming up here where I absolutely perfectly match the music, but it doesn't sound as good here. Right here. Guys, this is souring me on the Everdrive. My whole experience of this is not how this is supposed to sound. That segment was right. I was following along with the background music really well, but the notes all sounded terrible compared to what it's supposed to sound like. It did not sound like this when I made it. Huh, that's cool, the Mass32. Okay, this one's very factory-like. This game did very, very unique things with the NES sound hardware, yes. And it didn't sound anything like this. As they should. Now, the funny thing is some musical instruments are better than others. Kitty, don't make mess. Don't make mess. Gentle, gentle. I see you there. Thank you for not jumping from where you were going to jump. I guess she decided against it. Okay, I thought I was going to have a cat seriously involved in disasters. Okay, we're gonna finish out this run, and then I'm probably not gonna be able to get to your run media. I wish I could, but I am exhausted. This has been a really trying experience. But thank you very much for everyone who stuck with me. This one's cool, it's like a piano. I didn't say get out. I said I'm exhausted. Oh, some of these tones, though. I mean, we are console verifying this, but it sounds really bad. Look for Kitty on the lower right corner of your screen. Ah, hi, Kitty. Suddenly cat. Just like a natural. We're closing out on the end of this, so don't worry. Final notes. Oh. Oh. You're slaughtering my musical creation. Everdrive, I hate you so much right now. Okay, so this level's unique thing is you can't see the background unless you shoot, and the notes are hidden in the background. Oh, God. Yes, you did, Mitsuni. You did calculate when your mom would be in deep sleep so you could grab cake. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that out loud in case she sees this VOD later. God, it's so... It's avant-garde! I don't care what you call it, it sounds awful. Hey, thanks for the auto host, Tina. Appreciate it. She doesn't speak English. Am I right to assume that she speaks Japanese? Okay, thank God that was over. This music should sound okay because it's coming out of the console, not out of the cartridge. Well, mostly sounds okay. Oh, only German, actually. Interesting, I didn't expect that. Okay, for everyone who managed to make it through that... Oh, God. Oh. It's terrifyingly bad. Well, we made it. Ooh. Yeah, the joke's on us. We made it through it. We can console verify this in a manner of speaking. With caveats. This is not how it's supposed to sound. To be continued in Otocky 2, which was never released. 1987. Wow. Okay, so I highly encourage you, please, go watch the actual tool-assisted speedrun of this. I will send you a link. Give me one moment. Please go watch the encode of this at that location, tasvideos.org/1576m.html. Please go there and listen to this, because what you just witnessed and experienced was god-awful. It was not supposed to sound like that. It was incredibly off-key. There were all kinds of nails on chalkboard.